All right, here we are. Welcome to this episode 20. I want to talk about something very quickly and very concisely today because I think it's really important. This is the number one thing that is blocking you from making more money in your business. And specifically, if you're a new business owner, you're looking to get to 5K months. That's primarily who I'm talking to in this, but it also has to do with those of you who are scaling and you're wanting to get to 6 figure months or 6 figure business. So that would be 8K, 10K months, right? So the number one thing that's going to show up for you, and here's how you know it's showing up for you. If you have a judgment about yourself, about how you shouldn't be emotional, about things, how shouldn't things shouldn't be happening for you. You should be making more money. You shouldn't feel so bad about rejection. You shouldn't feel so much imposter syndrome. Any of these things is going to block you from making more money. And let me explain. All it is an overall judgment. And when we're in a vibration of judgment, saying I should or I shouldn't, we are out of creativity. We are out of being able to magnetize and to be able to attract and to be able to create unique things, marketing things, sales things, solutions for our clients. And so I'll give you a few examples how they showed up for me, how they showed up for my clients. So I was just coaching a client this week who had something happen in her personal life that was her business, right? Like, so if we have things going on in our business, it's always relationship based, right? So for her, she had somebody basically not turn out to be who, like, she trusted them with something and they turned out to not be who they said they were. I've had this happen in my business. As I scaled to 6 figures, I had people who loved me day one. And then literally 2 weeks later, were like, here's all the things that you're doing wrong in your business. And I want my money back. Right. My millionaire mentor had the same thing happen, almost even worse, where she had people literally go online, hate on her, start hate groups, like literally just judge her up and down. Right. Now, we can allow this to take us out. We can allow this to stop us. We can certainly allow this to slow us down. And to be honest, it's okay if it slows you down, right? There is time to grieve. There is time to spend time in emotional processing. But the thing that I learned is you cannot stay down. You cannot stay hidden. You cannot let the sense of rejection keep you stuck. You cannot let the fear, the imposter syndrome that I'm not doing good enough, the what if someone rejects me again, keep you stuck. Because what'll happen is you're never going to get that 5K in the bank that you want or the 10K in the bank that you want because you stay stuck in judging yourself or judging the world like this shouldn't have happened to me. And so I want to break this down into okay, what's the solution here? So you had something bad happen, right? I say quote unquote bad. Either it was painful or it was a circumstance that was outside of your control, right? Like maybe you got a tax bill that was a mistake. Maybe you made an investment that you're like, that wasn't the right investment for me to make. Maybe you made a partnership that wasn't the right partnership to make. Now, you can stay stuck in shame, guilt, regret, feeling hurt, feeling sad, feeling grief. And it's not to say don't process it. That's why I teach breath work. You take it to those places to process. You take it to your coach to process. You take it to breath work. You fully feel the emotion the whole way through. You let yourself feel it. You go to therapy if that's what you need. But if you stay stuck in the story and the judgment, this shouldn't be happening to me. I made a mistake. Woe is me. Pity party. You will stay stuck at the revenue you're currently at, or you'll start sliding back and making less. And then what'll happen, right? You'll judge yourself even more, saying, see, this isn't for me. I should have done this. I'm just not cut out for this. So the number one thing we need to fix is self-judgment and telling yourself, I shouldn't be experiencing this. This shouldn't be happening to me, or I should be able to figure this out better. Anytime we are shoulding, it is never going to give us a great result. So the solution to this is step one, honor your feelings and emotions. Allow yourself to actually say, yes, that hurt me. That made me sad. That didn't feel good to me. I am sad about this. I am grieving this. I am very disappointed about this thing that I thought was going to work out that didn't work out. And then you learn to actively process your emotions. We do breath work together. You can process directly on a coaching call with me, or you can go to a variety of other places to process your emotion. But what people don't understand is it's totally normal. You're a normal human being when you're sad about something, when you're disappointed about something, when something doesn't go your way, just feel it. It doesn't mean there's a problem with you. It doesn't mean you're not cut out for business. It doesn't mean it's not going to work for you. So the number one step is yes, process the emotion, but tell yourself this makes sense. This is normal. Of course, this is going to happen. Step two, go to a place to process it, right? Like actively process your emotion. If you don't know what that means, come to a breathwork session with me. Sign up to be one of my clients. We'll process it together. You'll learn how to do it. You'll increase your capacity to feel emotions. And then as you move on to step three, you think about, okay, how do I want to show up as I go through this? And for me, when I went through a bunch of things in my business in the past 2 years, I decided I wanted to show up as resilient for my clients. I still had clients paying me. They didn't know that I was having these failures in my business. So I thought, I'm not going to ruin their experience by judging myself. I'm still going to give them the best experience I possibly can, right? Delivering to them. But the way I did that was telling myself, I'm doing a good job. I am enough. I'm learning as I go. I am okay. I am safe. This is part of growing a business. This is part of learning how to be an entrepreneur. So you ask yourself, how do I want to show up? And then you start telling yourself the self concept, the identity that you want to be, that you are in the middle of becoming. And so each of these challenges that happens in our business is going to grow us. It is going to expand us, expand our capacity, challenge us. And in the beginning, it could feel like a lot because your brain is still telling you, I don't know if I'm cut out for this. But if you've decided I'm going all into my business, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to make money in my business. I'm going to see it through. I have a 5-year plan. I have a 10-year plan. I'm committed. If you can lean into the commitment and the purpose, then it will get you through everything. Now, sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes it's really, really hard. And this is where coaching comes in. This is where I was able to break through all of it. Was I had a mastermind to support me. And so if this is you and you're new in your business and you're wanting to get to 5K months, I want to invite you to consider my mastermind. It's called Abundant Business Mini Mastermind. It's 8 weeks long. And we combine all of this. We combine the spiritual processing, the emotional processing, what I believe to be a spiritual process of being a business owner. That is the foundation of why you're doing what you're doing, is because you really care, you have a vision, you have a purpose, and how you want to help people. And then we tap into you showing up despite your imposter syndrome, you getting really clear at communicating what it is that you do, right? Over and over and over again. You getting really strong and confident at having conversations with people who want to book you for your services. And then you being able to evaluate and deal with the drama that comes up whenever you make a mistake, you didn't get the result you wanted, you think you're doing something wrong. These are the foundations of what it's going to take for you to be successful in your business, for you to be able to make the money that you want to make. And so the thing that's going to hold you back the most is you're staying in self-judgment, and then you're not getting coaching to get you out of self-judgment, right? Self-judgment is saying, I should be doing this. I shouldn't be experiencing this. And anytime you're in that pattern, you will stay stuck. So the number one thing I invite you to do today is to apply for the mastermind. This is the thing that will transform your business for you from the inside out by transforming you, the way you think about yourself, the way you address your feelings, and then the way you show up in networking events, in public speaking events, on your social media. It will change the way you show up and you will become magnetic. People will be saying, wow, like I really believe in what they do and I really am curious. I want to work with them. And so this is the foundation of what we teach inside the mastermind. This mastermind starts July 31st, 2025. It runs for 8 weeks. And if you're seeing this live in real time, I invite you to run right now to go get the application in, because all the applications are reviewed on a first come, first serve basis. So if you're seeing this, you want to take the 5 minutes to apply. During the application, I'm simply asking you where you're at in business, where you want to be, what you need help on. And then I'll get back to you within 24 hours. We can hop on a phone call and actually have a conversation about your business. And I'll let you know what the mastermind's about, if it feels like a good fit, and then you'll get the invitation to join the mastermind. Once you invest, you make your investment, you actually get a bonus one-on-one coaching call with me. But that's only if you apply before the 25th, which is a Friday. So the reason I'm going to be giving you so many reminders here is because I know how things get, right? We were like, I'm going to apply for that. And then you forget. So this is your reminder today to head to the application. It takes 5 minutes to apply. I'll get you an email back and then we'll have a conversation about your business. Because if you want to get to 5K, like if you're at 1,000, you want to get to 2,000, wherever you want to get, you want to start growing that revenue, bringing it in consistently. You want to know how to sell. You want to know how to market. You want to know how to show up and feel confident. These are the things that we solve inside the mastermind. And we make it basic and easy for anybody, whether you have technology experience or not, whether you have public speaking experience or not. We don't need any of that because I teach it all to you inside of the mastermind. This group coaching container starts July 31st, but you've got to get your application in before July 25th in order to get that bonus one-on-one call with me. And during that bonus one-on-one call, we'll look at your marketing, your messaging, your social media. We'll take a kind of an audit of your entire business, make sure your offers are aligned, and we'll make sure that you feel confident about what you're putting out there to sell and that you know how to have conversations with people. And then those are the things we will be coaching and working on for the next 8 weeks together. I've had clients who transform everything in their business. We get off a call and they go out and sell their package for $350. They turn around and come up with $1,000 package and sell it, like things that they've never done before. So if this is you and you've been judging yourself for where you are, I want to invite you. In order to change it, you've got to do something differently. And so stop judging yourself, start getting yourself into action, put the application in, and I'll talk to you about what's actually possible in your business. It's so exciting for me to see the transformations happening very, very quickly, even after the first, second, and third calls. So it does not take a long time for you to get aligned. But the number one thing you've got to stop today is to stop judging yourself. Stop telling yourself this shouldn't be happening to me. Stop telling yourself you should be able to do this better. You should be able to figure it out on your own. No, I haven't figured out anything in business on my own. What I have done is hired coaches and mentors to guide me to find the resourcefulness inside myself to then figure it out on my own. But I've been there right where you are, where you're like, I'm stuck. I can't figure it out. Somebody help me. I am here telling you I can help you. So head to the link here, CamiKennedy.com. Click the button, click apply, and I will review your application soon. Looking forward to talking to you soon. Bye.